What's up, tribe? Thank you for being here and welcome to my channel. This will be a general reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We'll be using a mix of the Good Tarot and the Enchanted Map Oracle cards, both by Colette Baron-Reid for this reading. We started off with Ride the Wave, and the elephants have come up in a couple of readings, and the Libra reading made me so emotional because when I was reading an article about dolphins, I got to this part which I'm going to read for you because I think it's worth sharing. It says, dolphins facilitate the weaving of energy matrix of crystalline consciousness over the planet, allowing humans who are vibrationally receptive and spiritually ready to embody deeper infusions of pure love throughout their cellular structure and experience a holographic deepening of telepathic communication. And in another reading, I was saying they're like ATCs, they regulate the flow, but they don't. That's not exactly it. They hold that frequency, they hold that field of love, the crystalline consciousness. So I looked up what is a crystalline consciousness. I have no idea. So I looked it up and it's very complicated. It's worth a look up. So the part I took from it is crystalline consciousness triggers states of unified states of alignment, integration, balance, and wholeness between microcosm, your system within, and macrocosm, everything external. The metaphor comes to mind to explain this shift in awareness is like a new type of an echo. The old echo works like this. God stands on a mountain top and yells, "You are divine! You are divine!" And we, as the echo, all yell back, "You are divine! You are divine!" And the new form of echo works like this. God stands on a mountain top and yells, "You're divine! You're divine!" And this time we all yell back, "I am divine!" I am divine! So that's the piece that stuck with me. So the crystalline consciousness is the unified field that a lot of people are talking about. It's our state of being before we came into this morphic field of resonance, which means it's the memory that's shaping us into these human bodies. It's a field that remembers. I don't know if I'm making any sense. It's the memory we have of our consciousness before it had a memory of us in these bodies. I hope I'm making sense. So the Ride the Wave, the dolphins are holding this frequency. They're the musicians of the ocean, and they are teaching us how to resonate with that state of being. And they're calling us to that state. I had a dream in which I was watching the ocean from these huge floor-to-ceiling windows, but the windows were dirty and the waves were getting higher and higher, and I was getting scared until the waves started washing the windows and I started feeling relief, like, oh, now the windows are clean, that's awesome. I shouldn't have gotten so scared. And so I'm getting these are the emotions that we may have suppressed on some level, rising up the emotions of that state of being, the emotions that come with that state of being are there within us. That euphoria, that nirvana they talk about, it's within us. And it's trying to rise up. That state of consciousness, that state of being is calling us. And so the dolphins are calling us to the state of being, to the oneness, the state of oneness with our divine consciousness. The Nine of Water is you in this reading, and there's two scenarios that I'm seeing. One is that this is you, and because she's holding a key, and because she came in a previous reading, and she was looking at the Golden Palace, and for me the Golden Palace was a representation of the kingdom of heaven, the temple within. You know, you at one with that divine consciousness, and that kingdom of heaven is always available to you, and the key to it is your presence. So one scenario is she wants to be in that state again, and she's looking to her guidance represented by the owl. The Queen of Air is coming today as the High Priestess, so she's looking at her inner High Priestess to guide her with interior vision to the light and out of this tunnel, out of the hardened heart. In Arabic we say تحجر قلبه. His heart has become as hard as a rock, and you guys have it in English too. It's I saw it in a sentence where it's like her heart was hardened against him after the breakup, and this is what this is talking about. She wants to come out of the hardened heart cave, dark cave. She wants to come out of the hardened heart cave and into the light, into a state of oneness, into a harmony, into a state of harmony with others. And it's either that's her again or him again, whatever gender, and they're relying on the High Priestess within to guide them to a perspective where they can see everything, all the cycles, all the relationships, everything that they've been through as triggers into growth and into the best them possible. That has them being sprinkled by the fairies with stardust and is turning them into the emperor. Or this is another person that was one of these relationships, one of these cycles, one of these options, and is now transforming from the Seven of Earth to the Emperor because he's observing and learning from the cycles and seeing them for what they are. He's not judging them to be bad or good, or the people in them or the situations that he's experienced to be bad or good. He's just seeing them for change agents, and he's seeing the benefit of these cycles. He's seeing the magic that's coming out of all of these experiences. And note how this is just one thing. He is the emperor for sure, for sure, for sure. And the fairy is sprinkling him. The fairy is making him see that he is the emperor. That's all I have for you, Sagittarius. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Sending you my love, and I'm hoping you stay safe. Bye for now.